Well guys, welcome to another little 24 hours in, and this time it's 24 hours in Nerja. And after several weeks enjoying the peace and quiet of lovely little quaint Spanish villages, we have brought ourselves to the Costa del camper van. We're actually just parked up in a town car park. You get 24 hours for €15, absolutely zero services. But the fact that you can do this right on the coast here on the Mediterranean coast is pretty cool. So we're just going to be here for one night, and then we'll be heading back up into the mountains again. And it sounds as though the barking dogs from La Peza have been replaced by the ding dong bells. Right now though,
on the hunt for a loo. Looking for a loo,
and of course the obligatory morning coffee. So we're certainly not in the little quaint Spanish villages now. Not least there seems to be a horse being walked up there. Just a big dog. €5 for 2 coffees.
Yeah, a bit pricey. That
was €2 up in the villages. Costa del Cost. So we've decided to walk a little bit off the coast. Very busy, even though it's the last week in February. And 90% is English spoken. Very popular place. And in fact, I would have been 10 maybe. And my first foreign holiday. In fact, my first time on a plane. And I actually lost my brother's camera as well. Sorry about that, Bill. We came to good friends of ours. His parents had an apartment here in Nerja. Yeah, good happy memories, including spotting my dad on TV coming down a crazy water slide, which was close to here as well.
So do you remember the town, or not really?
I mean, I'm sure it's been built up a heck of a lot since then as well. But yeah, so this is a very popular tourism place, especially for Irish people. And yeah, it was good times, good times. 2 other memories from that holiday. I think it was the first time I had a little bit... Oh, we're going to get run over as usual. Every time.
They always find me, see?
I think it was my first ever slight holiday romance as well.
At 10?
And, well, of course, in Ireland by 14 you're married with 4 kids.
That is very true.
I'm allowed to say that, by the way, being Irish. And my second memory of this holiday was I had been given some money to buy something while I was here. And do you remember those? They were kind of, you had a little mini sort of steering wheel, and the map went kind of round and round and round. You had to keep your car kind of on the map. I remember the first shop I went into, I saw one. I wanted to buy it. I remember my brother saying, "It's crap, don't buy it." And I was like, I want it. I was a bit of a whiny kid back then. And I bought it.
Back then?
And 3 days later, it fell apart. Whiny. Pot kettle black.
Yeah, that was very true.
Just checking out the prices.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, that's also a lot of money.
€500,000.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, that's not so bad.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to pick up a cheap apartment.
That's more hours. Chuckle.
Look at it.
Look, I love that. Rustic. Rustic because there's no house.
So behind me is a little tourist train that you can actually get up to the Nerja caves. We were going to go to the... lost her again. We were going to go to the Nerja caves this morning, but we are actually going to be back in this area in a few weeks' time. So we decided to make a day of it and go back then. But yeah, if you wanted to, you can get the little tourist train up from Nerja itself. So what was your daily routine on a typical Costa holiday or Greek holiday?
Probably get up around 10 o'clock after getting home at about 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock. Going to breakfast somewhere.
And by breakfast you mean?
Fry up.
Yeah.
Spend the day on the beach, in the sea, around the pool, something like that.
Playing bat and ball.
Yeah, have omelette and skinny fries for lunch.
Oh.
Go back to the room around 5 o'clock, sleep for a few hours, and then go out about 9, 10 o'clock at night, grab something to eat, and then go to the clubs.
Do it all again?
For 2 weeks. How did we do it for 2 weeks?
I know. That's why I was 16 stone back then. So it looks as though they have some species of turtles that maybe nest here in the summer months. That'd be pretty cool to see. I'm assuming when the turtles are nesting, they kind of cordon the beach off, but maybe it's somewhere else. Yeah, pretty cool. Very windy today, mind you. And look, Costa del umbrellas, which is back in mind of our younger days when we used to come on beach holidays like this and basically lie in below there for about 18 hours a day. Nicola's orange juice is more expensive than my beer. She never learns. So $7.50
Yeah.
for a Nerja.
Mostly mine.
Yeah, and a copper. But actually with that sun coming and going behind the clouds and that wind, it's actually quite fresh. So we're going to make our way back into the town now, not least to maybe get a little protection from the coastal breeze. But yeah, no more Nerja for this one.
Back to the Vino then.
Cheaper. Trust me, we spend an inordinate amount of our days. In fact, one of the main things that we would disagree with, people always ask us, you know, how do you guys survive, you know, living in a metal box day after day after day? The main thing we disagree about is what, when, why and how to eat. Because I see food as a necessity, just eat something, whereas Nicola...
As a necessity. Oh, hang on, did you say necessity?
Yeah, as in whatever, I'll just have something.
Oh, I see it as a necessity to keep me happy.
True that.
Necessita para felices.
Yeah. We were convincing ourselves that we were going to go back to the van and make ourselves a tuna sandwich and then cook tonight a chicken fried rice. But somehow...
Okay, I'm good.
Don't ask me. I only eat here. Blaming me. Oh, this is going to be good. Well, that wasn't too bad at all. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Nicola's giving it a 5. The fries were very good. I was going to say I'm not quite sure what it was called, but the marketing material gives it away. It's right beside the Balcony de Europa, which is a very popular place for all the tourists to come. But yeah, really nice. Filled the gap, which probably didn't need filling. So I think we're going to wander back to the van, have a bit of downtime, and then come back out again later on this afternoon. But it's very strange to be amongst lots and lots and lots of tourists again, which I know we are too of. But we much, much, much prefer the tiny, sleepy Spanish villages. Where's Vilith Rubio when you need it? Or Zamudia? Oh.
A few more people on the beach now.
Whether we're in Spain, Portugal, Norway, the Bahamas, there's always...
I know what you're going to say. There's always a man in small pants.
Going into the water.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Here's looking at you.
Dave.
Now, hang on a minute. There were a lot of comments last year about I should get rid of my mustache. But I think Nicola suits a guy with a mustache and some chops. Don't you? In fact, maybe in the next vlog, I'm going to look just like this.
Oh, no, please don't.
Well, good morning, folks. Coffee in hand, just leaving our salubrious car park, and I thought I would take a little dander back down to the balcony de Europa just as the sun is starting to rise. So well, that was all very nice. Some beautiful light illuminating the mountains and the beach. Really nice. Kind of sorry I didn't make more of an effort and bring the big boy camera out, but hey, lesson learned. And actually we are on a bit of a time crunch because obviously the car park is only 24 hours, and so we need to be out of the car park by around 10 AM. So let's take a wander back now. Actually, just one quick thing about this car park. Obviously no services or anything, but it does feel nice and safe, and it is less than a 2-minute walk to the balcony of Europe, so right in the centre of town. So I think it is definitely worthwhile coming here if you want to visit Nerja. Pay the €15 and yeah, a few minutes walk to the main strip. Right, I would say coffee time, but I've just finished coffee. I guess it's getting van ready to go. No, we haven't decided to hightail it back to Portrush. The rain's come on. Actually, today in Nerja is actually going to be quite a rainy, stormy day, but then the rest of the week it's back to the usual. We just thought we would come down and check out this little painted house that is built into the rocks. I'm pretty sure this was here whenever we were here, whenever I was here as a kid. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Little place right by the sea. Rain? Rain in Spain? What's all that about, people? Although they do need quite a lot of rain down here. Lots of places are crying out for rain, drying up. Yeah, rather nice.
What's going on with the rain?
It's like being back in Portrush.
I tell you what though, it's still quite warm.
It is warm. Well guys, that is us back in the van, a very rainy Nerja. We're going to grab ourselves some toast, and then we are going to make, in fact I can hear the toast being rustled in the background. Sorry. And then we're going to make our way out of Nerja and up into the mountains, where hopefully that rain doesn't turn to snow. But from the 100-day project, day, I'm not quite sure which day that is, we shall catch up tomorrow. See you then. Time for toast.